What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we've got the round 8 review. Holy shit, this week was a bad week for a lot of people. 2206, so honestly I think it's a decent score. I went up 713 spots, but my god, my team is in strife. So we're finally in the top 1%, which is good. Hopefully here to stay. Let's get into this team. It's been a while since I've uploaded, so we'll try and get back into it a bit more live streams this week. Yeah, it's been busy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Been a bit tired, and Supercoach hasn't been at the front of my mind, whereas it should be. It should be first thing. Nah, but let's go through the team anyway. So, Luke Ryan, what an absolute pig. 197. It's just like, you can't believe it. Like, I can believe it, but I can't. Like, what an animal. Gonna be hard to get in now for anyone that doesn't have him. What's his break even? 64. He's probably gonna go close to 700k. I'm happy I got him in pretty early. Yeah, really happy with him. Nick Dacos 150, bounced back very nicely, kicked a game winner against Carlton. That probably didn't help my motivation levels for Supercoach when my team gets a game winner kicked on him. So yeah, that hurts. But yeah, I mean, it's a good goal. And if anyone's going to kick it, may as well be the guy in my Supercoach team. So we'll take it. Thought he should have got more points for that as well. I think he only went up like 15 points. It's a pretty clear-cut game-winning goal. I think he should have got like at least 30. Harry Sheasel, this is a worry. So he's moved out of the back line, not getting kick-ins, or not many anyway. And he's playing up the ground, and this is what we sort of feared initially when Clarko flagged it, and yeah, it seems like it's coming true. So something I'm a bit worried about, if I'm being honest, but we're going to hold for now, give him one more week. If he scores poorly again, we probably have to trade, which is not something I thought I would say about Sheasel, but yeah, role has just changed, and it's making me really tempted to grab McKercher. I think I will. We're going to talk about trades in a second, but yeah, pretty keen on McKercher. Dan Houston 93, so first game under 100, but 93 it's still fine. YEO 80, so this one hurts because we don't know how long he's going to be out for. We hear minor groin issue. I believe he's sent for scans from what I last heard or what I last saw. So fingers crossed he gets up this week. Otherwise, we don't have any coverage for him. If it's a 1 week, we can hold and we swing closely back. The thing with Yo is this was bound to happen. He was bound to eventually get hurt, and I'm willing to wear it because this was part of the risk with this pick, and I'm happy to just swap into like Tom Stewart. I mean, how much is Tom Stewart now? I know he's slowed down. 523k. I mean, you're getting him at a bargain price. So, and you're actually making 80k. So I'm happy to do that if Yo is out for more than 1 week. But yeah, we'll look at that later in the week when we find some news, because there's a lot of news to be. You know, Tom Green obviously as well. Fife, who the fuck knows about him? So yeah. Nick Martin 122, another great game from him. Just pumping out tons every week. Such a cheeser. Merritt, so I had the captain on him, was worried. I think he was on like 20 at halftime or something. I'm thinking, fuck this week. No more videos. Nah, I wasn't thinking no more videos, but I was thinking maybe no videos for this week. And yeah, so pretty happy for a 121. I think he kicked 3 goals in the second half. So yeah, bit lucky there, but we will take it. So I saw Gawn. Gawn's quarter time score wasn't the greatest, and I thought, fuck, we may as well jump off now. I was keen on Merritt as my second option. Thought Bont might cop McGuinness. Didn't seem to be the case. So yeah. I went with Merritt, and yeah, it's fine. 121 is fine. Bont 142 played really well. Yeah, back to Bont's best sort of game. Butters 124, back to his best as well. Happy with that. Steele 112. So Steele, I'm glad I held this week and probably next week. But I think long term, anyone that jumped off is probably a good idea. He didn't look right at all. I know he cracked a ton, but fitness wise, movement wise, he was just terrible. Watching him was rough. He was lucky that St Kilda were playing North, and like there were times where he would get the ball and he was literally in the center of the ground at a center stoppage, and players just would run around him. Like North players would run around him and wouldn't even tackle him. So that was bizarre. And that sort of sums up North, I think. But yeah, Jack Steele will take it. Tom Green 5. This one hurts. I tweeted during the weekend that Supercoach should change the rules because I had Darcy Wilson stuck on 126 on the bench, and Tom Green had 5. And I think teams should be rewarded for having good bench cover. And this is literally like in a real game. If a player gets injured, they don't just stay on the ground. Like, think about it logically, Supercoach. If you want to be realistic, players don't stay on the ground when they're injured. The player on your bench will come on. So I think the rule should be changed. So like Wilson came on for me. Obviously, not every week I'm going to have someone so good on the bench, but this week happened to have a good emergency, and yeah, 126 would have been nice to have. Fuck. And hopefully Tom Green plays this week. I believe he's a test for this week, so we're a bit lucky there with the results. His price-wise is going to plummet. Well, maybe not plummet. This is probably as low as it get, because 540, yeah, maybe 520 at worst, I'd say. So if you don't have him, you can get him pretty cheap. But it's just one of those things. Unfortunate. That's the luck of the game. I think he's in 87 or 88% of the top 1%. So, look, everyone's in the same boat. No one's going to have him on the bench. Matt Crouch 124. Really happy with that. Really, really happy he bounced back nicely after a couple of pretty meh games. So yeah, just holding him there. Hopefully he can pump out tons every week for me. Closey and Graham. So these guys struggled. Closey's role, I think, is a bit chalked now. Break-even wise, 58. So there you go. Yeah, he can go. He's done his job, made plenty of money for us, so grateful for him. But yeah, it's time to go now. I think the role's not quite as good as it was in those first couple of games. Will Graham, I think he's getting still CBAs, but their midfield got torched this week. They played North this week, so look, don't know if I'll be holding Closey. I might for coverage for YEO, but Graham I think I would hold this week just because he plays North. North's mid. North's whole team is terrible. No offense to North supporters, but you know it's a rebuild phase, and yeah, they're just gonna lose a lot of games, and they get smacked in a lot of games by like Supercoach wise especially. So yeah, I think Graham will be fine this week to score at least 80, you would hope. And yeah, Darcy Wilson on the bench. Oh, this was frustrating. I was very tempted to trade Closey for McAuliffe and get that donut. Sort of thought, oh, it's a bit risky, you know. Closey pumps out another good game. Then we're kind of screwed because, like, I don't have to bring him back and I missed money. And I thought about Matt Roberts and I traded him out and he had another good game. So I was just like, I'll play the long game. It is a marathon, not a sprint at the end of the day. So, yeah, I think I made the right decision. But yeah, it would have been nice to have 80 more points this week, which I would have if I hadn't done that. But yeah, it's only a 1 week play. And then yeah, so Ruckwise gone. I traded out Grundy. This one was annoying. So I ended up, if anyone didn't know, I traded Grundy for English. I think Grundy might have scored a couple more points or similar, but I really do think English is going to be better for the long run. And I think I got him at the absolute bottom dollar, 590k for a guy that's capable of going 130 for the rest of the year. 100%, no doubt in my mind. One thing I didn't like was the split. So the last few weeks, I think Darcy hasn't really played much ruck, but this week it looked like he played a lot of ruck. Don't know the stats, but just from the naked eye, it looked like English was playing a lot forward. And the thing with English is he's so dangerous forward as well, so it doesn't really matter. And a team like Richmond, their midfield could get smacked this week. I think English forward might actually be a good thing. Not full forward, or obviously, like full-time forward, but resting forward would be not too bad. So, yeah. I think I made the right decision, but this week it kind of backfired because, yeah, obviously wasted a trade. But we'll see. Time will tell. And then gone, quiet start, but finished off really well. And then Sweet, so we looped Sweet, and I thought, you know, if he goes 85 plus, I might take it. And we could bring in Heaney, which I wish happened in hindsight because, yeah, it would have been nice to have Sweet at R2, but I just don't fully trust him. And, yeah, I think he will be fine, soul rucking. I think he will be fine scoring-wise, but I think English was a little bit too good to pass up on at 590, so that's why I went and did that. Like, O'Brien is a tough opponent, so if you have Sweet at R2, it wouldn't be really too worried. Moving on to the forward line, Flanders 128. This won me my matchup. Very grateful for him in like my cash leagues. Yeah, we'll go through some of my leagues actually. Harley Reid 59. This one hurts, but don't think you trade. You just hold. There's just no forwards. Look at this forward line, man. Like round 9, we're in round 9. Tell me a year where we've had a forward line that's averaging. Look at this. Besides Flanders, 59, 17, 72, 52, and 66. Riley Garcia is my third highest forward for the week. Second, third. Tom Powell 72. Ooh, fucking great score from him. So he's another one that I think probably has to go. He had CBAs this week. That guy is the king of going missing in games. He just goes completely missing. And I'm over it. I'm done with him. So yeah, I won't be trading. I won't be holding him any longer. Common 52. Fuck him as well. Maybe I'll have to hold Power. We'll see. Let's see what happens. So Power's break even 104. Oh, just leaking money. Cobman has to go. Cobman's playing lockdown. So yeah, and Garcia, there's not much to talk about. Fife was a sub. That was annoying. I had no real play anyway to do. But yeah, we'll keep Fife. So they rested him for this big game, Sydney. Fair enough, I guess. You know, it's so frustrating in the moment for Supercoaches. But when you think about it, like, it does make sense. You're resting one of your guns against a poor team. I think it's a little bit disrespectful to Richmond, but they made the call and it paid off for them, so fair enough. Combin, so I think we'll trade Combin out for Darcy Jones. Break even, Darcy Jones. I think Darcy Jones is a must-have. I think the break even's somewhere in the negative 70s. Just double check that. I really like his game as well. Negative 75, so projected 53k with a 42. So at 84, he should go up 100k roughly. Yes, I think, yeah, you have to take a punt on him. Not many forward rookies as well. Like, I've got Nguyen and Livingstone who are dead. I think Nguyen's dead. I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. And then we do want to get, I think we want Wilson on the field. So sub Wilson on for Closey. I think we're happy to field Graham this week as well. Because, like I said, the North matchup is nice. St Kilda play Hawthorn as well. So I think Wilson probably can have a decent score. I did think Wilson was going to go alright. Didn't think he was going to go 126. But I thought he would go alright because he played North. And like all the players against North Melbourne, they just seem to go bigger. Fair enough. Because they're obviously a bottom team or the bottom team. The question is, do we need to get rid of Closey this week? And I'm not sure what the answer to that is. I think someone I'm really keen on is McKercher. But at this point, I think I just need to strengthen that forward line. Power's just not cutting it. I wouldn't mind, because I've held Heaney so long, held off on Heaney so long, I wouldn't mind seeing Luke Parker come back in and just see that split now. Because Parker had 37 touches in the reserves this week. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that split, see how it works, or how it looks when he comes back. I don't think Heaney will lose too many CBAs, but I do think he will lose a couple. And just see what that scoring looks like with Parker in the team. You know, obviously it changes the midfield dynamic. Does Heaney go more inside? Is he more outside? Yeah, I wouldn't mind waiting and seeing. And this guy, Colvin McKercher, what a pain in the ass he's been. Minus 61 break even. He's probably going to make 100k in 2 weeks if he goes 60s. He probably has to come in, guys. I dead set think he has to come in. So let's just say Yo's out. If Yo's out, we go Yo to McKercher, I think. And we just double down. I think that's what we'll do. I think we're going to assume Yo's going to be out. Because groin, I mean, how many 1 week groins are there? So it's going to look something like that. And yeah, obviously it's annoying, no more Yo, but I think McKercher can go with him in this role with Sheasel forward. I think McKercher can, Sheasel midfield. I think McKercher could definitely go with him close to it. 539k in the bank, which is nuts. Like that lets me go like Biggie to Heaney next week. Or we go value, we go Oliver, you know, Graham for Oliver, Closey for Oliver. So there's definitely some options to do with this sort of money. It's annoying not having a boost because I could really be aggressive now and just go. Yeah, I could get Heaney, I could get Closey. I hate holding Tom Powell. I really hate it. But at this point, I just think I have to. I've got bigger problems in the team. Tom Green, it seems like he's only going to be 1 or 2 weeks max, so I think I'll hold if it's 1. If it's 2, if it's 2, I'll probably still hold. Because I just have problems. Yeah, so apparently Reed got hurt as well, so we'll see what happens with him. Gonna go through some of the leagues. So this is my main cash league. Can we have spare thought for this team right here? So Bidoof Ballers, 13th overall in total score, and in head-to-head, nearly last, so 1 and 7. And if we look at points against, first by 200 odd points, so pretty friggin' stiff. If anyone's got anyone in their leagues or their cash leagues that have had this sort of luck, or if you guys have had this sort of luck, leave a comment, let me know. So we'll be interested to see how bad this really is, because it does seem very unlucky. And then I'm sitting somewhere in the middle, so not too bailed out, but yeah. Let's have a look at who beat me this week. Chaotic Kids, Rod, well done, mate. If you beat me, if you're watching the video, good stuff. 2225, nice. And then 2257 from John, Night City, well done, mate. And then the rest of my ones. So yeah, in terms of vice captain, let's have a look, shall we? So Carlton Melbourne, I think we still need to go Gawn. I know he had a little bit of a down game, but a down game still a 111 for Gawn. Then after that, a healthy Jack Steele would cop my C, but he's obviously not healthy. Someone like Rail or Took this week, I know they had slightly down games this week, or last week, but I'd be happy to go on them. But I think I will go English. Do we go Bont? Bont maybe cops Pickett because no Libba. I think we go Bont. Yeah, I think we back him in. Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Pickett went to Bont because yeah, no Liberatore, he's the clear one they should tag. There's a chance Pickett could go to Dale. Bailey Dale's another one that's just killing it. So many good options, guys, this week. Like you've got Clary, Dale, who's it? Clary, Dale, McKercher, Parrish even. Parrish went nuts. Like, got some serious value options. I don't think there's absolutely any point paying up for guys like Sarong and Tom Green's value, but like Merritt. Like, I don't think there's any point paying up at this point. There's some really good value picks out there that have seemingly turned the corner. I think Oliver's got over his hand injury, like 141. That's nothing to sweep under the rug because that's a massive score against the top team. So you have to consider him. You absolutely have to. And for me, it's probably next week. I think I'd rather get McKercher this week with that break even minus 61. And yeah, fingers crossed that roll stays the way it is, because this is the thing. If it stays the way it is, Sheasel's fucked. If it doesn't stay the way it is, then Sheasel comes good. So I guess by doing this trade, I'm kind of hedging my bets a bit with Sheasel and McKercher. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's probably it for the video. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. Yeah, like I said, we'll try and be more consistent throughout this week and the next few. But for now, leave a comment. Let me know how you guys went this weekend. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.